Hi there. Thank you for visiting my channel, Angel Star Mystic. If you're new, I read tarot for rising signs because they are strongest, and secondary for sun signs. So if you don't know your rising sign, I have a link in the description so you can find out. I also have affiliate links for weight loss, zeolite detox, and pet health, as well as pharmacy cosmetics, so go ahead and check those out. And all compensation supports me and my family, so thank you for purchasing in advance. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of all my new content. So today I am finishing the What You Need to Know readings. That's a part 2, and it'll be for Libra through Aries. I'm going backwards. And it'll include general advice, a general reading portion with advice, a love portion with advice, and also last you'll get an overall general advice for whatever is going on if the readings didn't resonate with you. Okay, so let's get started with Libra. Okay, Libra, let's start with your general portion. What's going on with Libra? What do they need to know right now? In general, what is going on for Libra? What is going on for Libra? Whoa. Okay, let's take a look. So you have 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups. See a lot of water, a lot of emotional things going on. 10 of Swords. So with the 10 of Swords, that's a painful ending. It also is about depression, and also it talks about victimization. So let's start with the 8 of Cups. This is wanting to walk away because you're wanting to find out if there's anything better than what's going on right now. And so that's for you longing for something more. And with this 4 of Cups, although things may have been enjoyable or happy before this, in the past, right now is like, I'll explain it like this. When you go to a party, everything's fun in the moment, but after that it's over. So it's like back to the day-to-day, responsibilities and stuff. So with the 4 of Cups, you are in this apathetic mood, but I can see here that any experience that you've had in the past is just more wisdom that you've gained if you learned the lessons. So with this 10 of Swords, I see that it's also about doing things over and over the same way and expecting a different result, and it's not happening. That's the general portion. And under the deck we have the King of Pentacles. So this could be about money, it could be about your career. Under that is the 9 of Wands. So this is about being very tired of persevering through the tough. You're like, when are the times going to get easier? When is my rewards going to come in? And I want to clarify this 10 of Swords because I feel like it'll help you figure out if this reading is for you. Just a more detailed answer. So tell me what this 10 of Swords is about for Libra. King of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So some type of decision someone made. It's like it's still lingering in your energy. whether it was you or someone else in your vicinity, like your friends or co-workers. It could be about, like I said, your career. Some of you may have lost a job, or maybe you lost your position and got demoted. That's what I'm seeing. And you have 3 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles under the deck. So if things were, or if people were cooperating before, that's up in the air because of this decision that was made. And that's what I see for you. So let's get an advice card for this. What is the advice for Libra regarding this general portion? What is the advice? You have let things come and go. Stay calm and don't let anything disturb your peace, and carry on. So, like I said before, if things were up in the air because of some decision, this is telling you to stay calm. If, you know, if this happened, it was for a good reason that you may not see right now, but you will. So don't let it disturb your peace at the moment. So, okay, Libra, let's move on to the love portion. What's going on in love for Libra? What do they need to know right now regarding their love life? Oops. What is going on in their love life? You have 3 of Wands, the Chariot, and King of Cups. Wow. This could be dealing with a water sign, could be Sagittarius. Under the deck you have the 5 of Swords. So these are the hidden factors. Maybe you were confused by a lot of decisions, a lot of possibilities, and it's caused a lot of conflict. But with these cards here, I see that you are hopeful and positive about accomplishing something. And this is something that's motivated by an internal desire for something you really care about with this King of Cups. And since this is a general portion, this is about your career or just something that you're passionate about. Could be a hobby, or maybe changing your career to something that's more suited for you. It's more fulfilling. So let's find out some more. What is this Chariot about? Because this is a major arcana, so let's check this out. The Chariot, what is this about? Oh, I'm sorry, this is about love. This is the love portion. So yeah, this is Scorpio. It could be some Scorpio or Cancer. So let's see. Tell me about the Chariot. Oops, this wanted to fly out. 10 of Pentacles, wow. So a big decision in a relationship. Maybe moving to either being in a long-term relationship if you were dating before, or marriage for others of you. Got the 2 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So just basically deciding to work on moving forward in your personal relationship. Now, because this is the love portion, this could be romantic, or it could be having to do with a family member or friend. So take it how it resonates for you. And under the deck is the King of Swords and the 8 of Cups. So leaving something behind, making that decision. It could be not just a person, it could be like just a belief or an idea of how you thought you wanted your life to go. And you basically changed your mind. So it was not something that was put upon you, but that you actually made the decision yourself. You have all the information that you feel you need, and you're ready to move forward. So let's find out some advice for this. What is the advice for Libra in this love portion of the reading, for what's going on with them? What is the love advice? You've got 2 here. Is this 2? Yeah. It says everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. So if you have been fearful, you can put that aside. It's like you're ready now. You're tired of being fearful to do things. So you're wanting to see what's on the other side of that. And also you are on your way to meeting your true love. So this should give you peace of mind that the decision that you made is a smart one, especially if you're following your heart. Okay, now let's get a general advice. If this general portion or love portion didn't resonate with you, this is a general advice for everyone. I don't want anyone to leave without something, so we're going to, and I mixed 2 decks together so that we would get more variety of messages for you. And hopefully the same cards won't come up for all of you. It happens, but it's only because you're meant to have that advice. So let's see. Mix it one more time. These cards are so big. Okay. What's the general advice for Libra? Universe, spirit guides, and angels. And I will read what it says in the book, that way you can get more from the cards. So let's see. Let's give you 2. So this came in the reverse. So it says clock time. See that? Clock time, time, pressure, and a rush. And that's 1 and 4 makes 5. So this talks about that 5 of Swords that we saw, conflict. So it was in the reverse. So let's take a look at what that is talking about. It says refusing to meet a deadline, procrastination and avoidance, feeling overwhelmed with responsibility, giving up on dreams, making no progress, being too slow, and staying still when movement is needed. So this talks about procrastination. You're meant to work carefully, clearly, and with focus and intent. So you can see a sunrise, bathe in moonlight, and notice the leaves changing color. It says you will work faster than if you hurry and get caught up in work. But sometimes we tend to procrastinate. So don't get too caught up in relaxing or not doing your work. Just take the time you need to de-stress or take your mind off of work for a little bit, but then come back to it and all will be well. So you have to take charge of your life, take charge of your workload. It has to be done. You know, it's time for you to push forward if you are procrastinating. So this is for some of you. Let's take a look at the next one. It's another reversal. It says, it talks about time again. Keeping up. Immense effort and advance. Again, it's talking about you pushing through to finish. So let's see. Let's read what this one says in reverse. Oops. Yeah, that is the right one. In the reverse message, it's sluggish, oh my gosh, can't talk. Sluggish approaches will not be rewarded. Feeling it is impossible to change the way things are. Feeling entrapped by the effort required to change your current circumstances. So you're feeling stuck. You're feeling like you can't push forward. You don't have the energy or the focus, motivation to do what you need to do. And it says you won't have to do this much work with this much effort perhaps ever again, but the only way out of your current situation is to accelerate, get intense, and push for the breakthrough that is just ahead of you. You will need to devote more time than you would wish, and sacrifices will need to be made. However, if you do this, you will push through the resistance and explode into the next stage of your life. It says, put all your effort into surging ahead and watch as you begin to move in the tiniest of ways ahead of where you have been. It says, once you take that lead, stay focused on where you are going, and you will begin to leave the place you found yourself in now. When you push through, others will recognize the incredible dedication you have to your own life. This will inspire them to push forward with their own dreams too. One thing is for sure, the intensity of your approach brooks no resistance. Your movement and energy will drive away all stagnation. Now go. Okay, that was your general advice. So, I hope you liked that reading, and I hope you got something out of it, Libra. Okay, got interrupted, but Virgo, your first card is the Two of Pentacles. Next is the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. And the next one is the Page of Swords. So you're having to juggle a lot right now. This could be about money. You're wanting to get ahead, so you're having to do, maybe you have more than one job. Having to balance, if you're the one that takes care of the kids and does all the housework, you know what I mean. Have that responsibility. You're having to balance everything very well. Also see with this Queen of Wands about you wanting to be more in the spotlight, or maybe because of this other job you're needing to be, and maybe that's where you shine. Because Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands is very confident. She thrives in the spotlight. She loves conversating with people of all backgrounds. And with this Page of Swords, it's about finding the knowledge that you need. Maybe going back to school and taking some classes is what I'm hearing. Doing the legwork to find out what it is that you truly need as far as skills to increase your chances of either advancing in your current position, or once you've taken the classes that you need to, how that will put you ahead of the curve. You have 8 of Pentacles under the deck with the 4 of Pentacles, so this shows me that it's definitely about career and finances. But you're wanting to really work on that right now. I don't see anything that I need to clarify really, so let's just get you some advice on that. What is Virgo's advice when it comes to this situation? What is Virgo's advice? Says your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. So with the Queen of Wands, this is also saying channel this energy of confidence, and even if you have to, like they say, fake it till you make it, convince yourself and say it how many times as many times as you need to. Even looking in the mirror every morning and telling yourself every day, if that's what you have to do. But your dreams do matter, and they can come true. All it takes is the courage to take that first step, and each day it'll get easier. So that is your advice. Now let's take a look at the love portion. What does Virgo need to know regarding love right now? What does Virgo need to know regarding love? Justice. This could be about a legal matter regarding if you're married. Some of you looking into divorce, and some of you getting married. So we'll take a closer look at that one in a minute. Well, there you go. This is about love, definitely. Partnership. And the Ace of Cups. Wow. So new beginning, new love, possibly, for some of you that are single. Under the deck we have the Magician. So under that we have the Ten of Wands. So some type of burden that's being lifted. So you could be dealing with Gemini or a Libra. But you got 2 major arcana. It's a major change in your love life, with a new beginning or new love for some of you. Let's take a look at this Justice card. Tell me more about this Justice card for Virgo regarding love. What is this about? Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands, and 8 of Pentacles. So getting to the heart of a matter that may have been challenging for you, for some of you, And if this is a legal matter, like I said, marriage or divorce, this is maybe choosing not to divorce and work on your marriage more for some of you. And others of you, this is about getting married. Maybe just even going to the justice of the peace, sorry. So that there's no conflict. Maybe your families they don't get along, and you want to avoid any of the arguments by just going to the court and getting that marriage license. Let's look at the lovers in regular tarot. Tell me more about that. What do they need to know about that? You can see justice and this block, mental block. So let's look. What is this lovers about as it pertains to the justice card? The star, the fool, the hangman. Wow. This talks about a lot of healing. We've got Ace of Pentacles, another opportunity for love. Looking at this new beginning, looking at this relationship for some of you in a different light, or needing to. And with this hangman, you're having to change your perception about either how you view them or love in general for some of you. And so there's this new opportunity, Ace of Water. Well, let's look at the Ace of Water. What does Virgo need to know about this? What more details can you give to them about this Ace of Cups? Ten of Cups. There you go. And the Ten of Swords. I wasn't gonna pick another one, but something told me you need to. So Nine of Cups. So I think with this new opportunity or new love, it's needing to really look at how about your actions and your words, needing to mind them, because sometimes our words can get us into hot water. But more than anything, being mindful and aware of your thoughts, because we don't always remember things correctly, and sometimes we even tell ourselves lies because we're discouraged and maybe things don't always go our way. But this is saying that if you want things to change, you have to do the work on yourself, being more patient with yourself, and learning to get out of the bad habits of negative mindset, negative thinking about yourself. Because that tends to trickle out to our personal relationships when it comes to love. And if you don't want that to happen, then you'll need to work on yourself just as much as you would want to work on a relationship. I mean, you do have the power to do that. Everybody does. It's just knowing that you can and to make that decision. So let's get some advice regarding this situation. What's Virgo's advice for this love situation? I also see Aquarius and Pisces that you could be dealing with. What's their advice? says never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. See? Sometimes our emotions are just, it's like alarms that tell us something to look deeper into things. So never make any decisions when you're feeling high emotions, whatever they are. Always make decisions on when you have a peaceful mind. Whatever that means for you, whether you have to meditate or just go for a walk. Let's give you one more. So let things come and go, stay calm, and don't let anything disturb your peace again. You are in the control of your peace, not someone else, and no situation. So don't let that interfere with your peace. A lot of signs are getting that right now at this time, but whenever you're ready to hear this, you'll find it. And then, which this year has been chaotic for a lot of people, for a lot of the world. And right now I'm doing this reading in March, so I would say for a lot of the signs, March is very chaotic for some. It could be in a bad way, but also a good way. Change is needed for some of you. If you're in situations that are not of your highest good, you know, you're always directed. Universe will always direct you in the right direction, but it's up to you to make that decision, that final decision. So, did we? No, we haven't done a general advice. So, if those two readings did not resonate with you, Virgo, let's give you a general advice card, or two. Let's give you two, because that's what I did for the other sign. So what general advice can you give Virgos that are watching this now or in the future? Oop, this one wanted to fall out. Let's see. Set your course. This is in reverse, so we'll look up and see what that means. 22, if you follow numerology. Set your course, know where you wish to go, have a plan, the right direction. So let's take a look at this meaning in reverse. So it says, unable to set a course, drifting, saying you are going with the flow, but allowing others to send you this way and that, asking for guidance without knowing where it is you wish to go. Refusing to plan or prepare, and then feeling confused as to why you seem to be stuck or thrown this way and that. So, where do you want to go? So you have to focus your thoughts toward knowing. You know where to go. You just have to... Maybe you're thinking too hard about it. But you can't set a course if you don't know where you want to go. So you're going to have to spend time thinking, or maybe just doing things in your life that you don't always do to get you out of that rut. Maybe that's what it is. It says once you have a better idea of your desired destination, the ambition you wish to achieve, or the dreams you wish to create, you will know what to do. Until you know that, it will be very hard for you to offer anyone advice at all. I'm sorry I said that wrong. It will be very hard for anyone to offer you any advice at all. This also applies to the advice you give to yourself. Don't flail about and don't be at the mercy of other people's advice or opinions. Ask yourself what you want to create, what you want to do and achieve and be. You can then seek the very best advice and head the best direction for you. You have to first set goals. Write a wish list if you have to. And then you'll narrow down the possibilities and what feels right. Personally, I would always go with your gut. So if you feel something isn't right, you have to see it. Sometimes you have to see it in black and white, written down on a page for you to narrow down your options. So realizing that to bring your dreams into reality, you need to know what it is you want to do and make a flat out decision to not linger about or procrastinate on making those decisions or doing those exercises that lead you to your desired destination. One more. And this one is 21. You got 21 and 22. This is Great Awakening. Walk in your truth. Stand firm in your light. How can you trust yourself more? So if you're having trouble trusting yourself, your own knowing of what direction you want to take, this is about you awakening to your truth. Sometimes we let other people's opinions and decisions cloud our own judgment about ourselves. No one knows you more than you do. So don't let other people's opinions and decisions cloud your mind, because this is your life and this is about you. So let's take a look at what this is about. Give a deeper, detailed description that'll help you. Okay, it says at this point in your spiritual journey, you are beginning to feel pulled between your old life and the new life that is emerging. You have started to wake up to new possibilities, ideas, and even dreams. The real you has arrived and is emerging into all that you came to be. Let yourself grow by committing to standing in your truth. This means you honor your own path. This means you honor your own path and stand proud in your own light. Everything you have been through is part of your growth and great awakening. You've been preparing for this. The path to wholeness, well-being, and enlightenment can feel lonely if you are growing faster than those around you. This is a reminder that you are never alone and great love surrounds you at all times. Keep pursuing your passion and living from your heart. The earth needs your light. Knowledge is the ultimate power, and knowing your true self will set you free. So just look at this card. You can see her standing there with all this around her. And this talks about a divine assignment. It says, state your desires, dreams, and intentions aloud to the universe. Then write it all down in a journal and give yourself time to reflect. Afterward, be still and see what messages come to you. Trust the inspiration that comes and realize this is all part of your awakening. Walk in your truth, stand proud in your sovereignty, keep on this path and trust the light within. By saying yes to your life and your dreams, you push the entire planet into greater harmony. And the best part is you don't have to do anything but continue to be and honor yourself. Observe this woman on the card. You too can root yourself in your inner knowing and connect to Earth's healing love. Walk barefoot on the grass or the sand and ground yourself to the energy of Mother Earth. This divine connection can free you from the confines of the system and give you innate permission to be who you are meant to be. Someone who lives in their love and light. You are a beacon of beauty. Shine on. Wow, that was your general advice, Virgo. Hope you liked it. And I think Leo is next, right? Yep. Okay, how's all my Leos out there? I'm a Leo ascendant or rising. So I'm interested to know what I need to know right now. Okay. So let's take a look. This is the general portion. So tell me, what does Leo need to know? The Leo rising or Leo suns? What do they need to know right now? Those that are watching. What's going on in Leo's life that they need to know or brought attention to? Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay, we have Seven of Cups. See a lot of possibilities, maybe being a little confused or anxious about it. Five of Swords. This talks about conflict, loss, sometimes mind games being played. And we have Knight of Swords. So some information coming in from someone. That's what I see. And could be an air sign. Under the deck we have Knight of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. This is what is hidden. Something you don't know. Well, now you do, but this is underlying info. So we have the Seven of Cups. I want to say this is you're faced with a lot of possibilities right now, and you're choosing to see them as positive. But it's kind of hard to choose because you want things to go well, and if you choose wrong, then you may not get the result that you want. And that's where this conflict comes from. You don't want to lose, you know, and who does, right? But there is no such thing as making the wrong choice, because every choice we make is an experience, and we always take that knowledge from that situation, and we have the choice to turn it into wisdom, so that if you learn any lessons from that experience, you won't make the same mistakes again. And with this Knight of Swords, this is saying not to be aware that don't make hasty decisions based on what ifs. What if this goes wrong, or what if this happens, or what if I make the wrong decision? Let's get some more on this Knight of Swords for Leo for the general portion. What else does Leo need to know about this? What else? We have Death. Talks about a change, a big change, transformation in beliefs. Six of Swords. Coming to terms. Finding a resolution to that. Maybe conflicting beliefs. And we have the High Priestess. Talks about your wisdom. I mean your intuition, yes, wisdom, but yeah, needing to follow your intuition. Everybody has intuition. You just have to tune into it. And that's where that I'm seeing depression, like maybe you haven't had a lot of wins, and I see 10 of Swords under the deck. It's like needing to rest and heal, not to overwork yourself, especially mentally. Sometimes you do just have to go with your gut. And although our thoughts, our mind does help us, we have to work together with our intuition so that it leads us in the right direction. Whatever choice we make, all right, always gets us closer. So I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that if you, like I said, take the time to rest when you need to. Know when you're overworking yourself. Because if you physically overwork yourself, your mental health suffers as well. Your physical and your mental is always connected. So when your mental health or mental ability fails you, that's when you fall upon your intuition to tell you. And sometimes we don't even do that. So our body is like telling, when your body starts to fail you, you start feeling pains or headaches or exhaustion, or, you know, you get sick. That's your body telling you, okay, you need to rest. So listen to your body. Listen to your intuition. So let's get some advice for Leo for this portion. What is their advice? Although I did give you some advice. We'll give you some oracle advice from this deck. What else? What other advice for Leo regarding this general portion? All you need is to believe in yourself. See? Just believe in yourself. If you think you can do it, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. It's all up to you. Okay, let's move on to your love portion. So what does Leo need to know regarding their love life right now? What does Leo need to know regarding their love life? What does Leo need to know regarding their love life? We have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign, could be Capricorn. Justice. It's about karma. Any decisions being made is in your favor. Six of Pentacles. Being given gifts, or just basically time. So is this King of Pentacles coming towards you to offer maybe help, offer you help? Look at under the deck is 10 of Cups. Wow. Oh, and under that is the King of Wands. Do you have another fire sign? Well, I see this someone coming. If this isn't you, this is someone that's very competent in their, when it comes to money and their career. But that's the type of person this is, the King of Earth. So if this person is coming towards you, this is about, it's not for some of you wanting to tie the knot with you, with this Justice card. And others of you, if they may have treated you badly before, for some of you that know this person, they're coming to rectify that and make amends. I want to know more about this King of Earth. Tell me more about this King of Earth. What does Leo need to know about this King of Earth? Six of Pentacles, same card there, okay. Six of Cups, yes, someone you know. Four of Swords, yeah, healing. They want to heal things. with you. They're very optimistic about the future, hoping that this is enough. You have the Queen of Pentacles, and if you're the match to this king, there's the Three of Swords. Maybe they hurt you in some way, and they want to apologize with a new beginning, offering you a new beginning. So let's look at the Justice card. So what is this? I think they know that they hurt you and they did wrong, and they're wanting to make things right with this Justice card. Tell me more about this Justice card. What does Leo need to know? Ace of Swords, yes. Giving you the truth. The Emperor standing in their truth and acting more responsible and the person that they should be, with honor, with integrity. Four of Cups, knowing that they've been apathetic maybe, but disappointed that in themselves also, and having to, with this Temperance and this Four of Wands, being patient with themselves to understand that their actions do have consequences, and to be more aware of how their actions affect other people emotionally. Well, since we're clarifying that, let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. This is usually about, in general, Six of Pentacles is about coming in a more balanced way, as far as if they weren't very giving in the past emotionally, or maybe they weren't putting as much work into a relationship before, they're ready to do that. So tell me more about the Six of Pentacles. Three of Wands again. High Priestess. And the Hanged Man. So these are two Pisces cards. You could be dealing with the Pisces. Yeah, it's like we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, working on this. It's from the 6 to the 8. It's about, okay, I'm ready to take action in a more balanced way, and waiting and hoping that these actions will have an impact on you. But I see with this High Priestess and this Hangman, it's like they're relying on their intuition and waiting for the right time when they receive that internal message that says, okay, this is the time you need to move forward after this. In other words, they're going to have to rely on their intuition and less on their own thoughts. Because I think this person is used to maybe leading in relationships, and instead of talking at you, it needs to be a more of a partnership, and they know that now. That's what I feel. And they do have a little trouble with that, so they want to be better and work on that. So let's get some love advice. What advice do you have for Leo regarding this love situation? What advice for Leo? We have, it says, you will meet your soulmate when the time is right. So this is what this Hangman talks about. So even though they do these things, they know that there's a high possibility that you won't give them that other chance that they want. So they know this. And if you decide not to give this person another chance, the right person will come along for you, but the timing has to be right. You both have to be on the same page, and you know this. See, the mind has to connect with your heart, and when there's a disconnect, the things don't work. You both have to be on the same page. In your heart, you both have to want and be healthy emotionally and mentally for it to work. Okay, now let's get some general advice for if those didn't resonate with you. We'll get some general advice so you don't leave with nothing, okay? Okay, let's find out. For those that did not resonate with those readings, or just, you know, for all Leos that are watching this, what other advice can you give Leos? General advice. So we have, these are not reversals, so we'll just read these as they are. 39 says, you are the truth seeker, Leo, awakening, actualizing, and transcending. How can you invite more grace to guide you? So think about that. So let's read what that has to say in the book to give you more detailed clues as to what to do right now. So it says you're stepping into a new chapter of your life, which may feel like a whole new reality. This is a testament to the inner work you've been doing. You are transforming at your core. You are in the process of transmuting your pain and suffering and can now see its purpose. You are on a path of greater understanding, leading you toward your divine truth. As you awaken into a higher version of you, illusions, miscommunication, self-sabotage, and pain no longer resonate. You're healing your heart, and in the process, you awaken to your core truth. Only you know what is best for you. Use discernment in this phase. Trust your inner guide and align with what feels right for you at a soul level. Just like the woman in this image, your transformation can feel like descending a rabbit hole of new knowledge and life truths. The more you learn, the more you awaken. The more you free yourself from the confines of the past, the more you discover, and with this, the more you feel the free fall. But with each new step, you emerge to a higher vibration and frequency, past all illusions separating you from truth, which is love. Embrace this time. It is a sacred journey into your own heart. If you feel as if this new reality is not yet here, worry not. This card reminds you that you are awakening right now, and self-actualizing will set you free. Keep doing the work, discovering new life truths, and following your heart's pull. Your transcendence is transforming you. You have learned, seen, experienced, and grown too much to go back. Welcome to the real you. Relax into your new awareness, for your soul has been craving this arrival. Enjoy the transformation and awakening. So that was, let's get you one more. We have 38. So you have 39 and 38. It says the collective field is impacting you. Unseen forces in action. How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? So let's take a look at that. So it says, oh, I'm gonna get cramp. Okay, it says, when you are on a personal growth and spiritual journey, before long the work starts to work you. When this happens, the only thing left for you to do is surrender. You may feel stuck, and often it's because of unseen forces impacting your spiritual and emotional journey. The collective consciousness is one of the biggest influences in our life. Its unseen forces push against us every day. They are the shared beliefs, ideas, and moral attitudes that operate us as a unifying force within society. So often the collective patterns are those of fear, suffering, and anxiety. You've pulled this card because a lot of what you are feeling right now is not yours. It has been picked up energetically from those around you, from the planet's collective consciousness. One conscious, loving thought at a time, you can move yourself into a more peaceful state by disengaging with the collective energy. Patterns from your family history, your lineage, your DNA, and your ancestors could also be blocking you. Sometimes habits, patterns, thoughts, perspectives, and beliefs are passed down through the generations. It can be difficult to know if your past is affecting your present and therefore shaping your future. When you have no sense of where your patterns or emotions come from, you may be acting from a place of your ancestors' patterns. You may feel like it isn't your pain and you are acting on autopilot. You can balance your emotions by going into meditation or simply asking your higher self for clarity. Hold this card up to your heart and repeat this meditation mantra. You can just look at this and then repeat this, what I'm about to say. I release all need to control my situation or push through to create a specific outcome. I surrender to the healing that wants to take place, and I trust the journey. I trust that everything that happens is always for my highest good, and I feel into what I need most. I return to my center by practicing self-love and compassion. Okay, that was your general advice, Leo. Now, next we have Cancer. Just give these a shuffle. And let's move to Cancer. So what do you need to know right now, Cancer? The general portion of your reading. This could be about money, career, anything that doesn't have to do with love, because we're doing that after this one. So what's going on with Cancer? General portion, please. General messages for Cancer. High Priestess, this is Pisces. This is about a knowing, or maybe a holding back on some knowledge that you may have or someone that you know. Queen of Cups. There's a lot of water, a lot of emotions. It's about intuition, strongly. And then you have the Moon. 18. And I'm just looking to see when the next full moon is on the 7th. So this could be pertinent to your situation right now. I'm also getting the 9th. The moon talks about intuition as well. Also some hidden fears, subconscious fears that you may have right now. Under the deck we have the King of Wands. So if you have a fire sign, this could be Aries if you know someone close to you. Also 3 of Wands under the deck. I think right now, Cancer, you are focused internally. This is about you. and your emotional health. A lot of times when we get closer to the full moon, we can tend to be more emotional because it does affect us. So if you tend to maybe become ill physically or mentally, or you just have mental exhaustion, fears come up that you don't know why they're coming up, you may tend to cry for what seems like no reason. But if this happens, this is your body telling you that there are things that you need to resolve. Issues, whether it has to do with just you that you haven't dealt with, and it's just like coming up telling you, okay, you haven't dealt with this, you need to deal with this now before you can, move forward. So let's take a look at the High Priestess and the Moon. Let's start with the High Priestess. What do they need to know about this High Priestess? What does Cancer need to know about this? What else? Oh. Tell me about the High Priestess. Okay, this one to fall out. 10 of Wands. Yeah, there's a burden here. Whether it's mental or physical. Could be both for some of you. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. If this is about your actions, actually physical work that you do, it's not very balanced, and that's what's causing the burden physically, and for some of you emotional. You're having to do more than, because usually there's someone that either designates themselves as the one that does most of everything in the family, but this is talking about that imbalance that you need to resolve. Maybe you feel like you need to do these things because if you don't, either no one else will do them, or maybe you feel guilty if you don't. But yeah, you're needing to withhold your energy and not do so much, because that'll be at the detriment of your health, mental and physical. And let's take a look at the Moon. Tell me more about the Moon for Cancer. What do they need to know about this Moon energy? What does this mean for them? Queen of Swords, 10 of Cups, 2 of Swords. Yeah. So this is you blocking your own joy, blocking your own emotional health because you're doing too much. It says you need to hold back. With this Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, she uses her intellect to make her decisions. So if you're, as Cancers do, they usually make decisions based on their emotions. But this is saying that the Moon is here, and although you fear not following your emotions, this is saying you need to take control. Take control of your emotions. Don't let your emotions take control of you. Make a decision based on your intellect, knowing that you can burn yourself out. Don't be the martyr. Don't victimize yourself by doing this. You are important, and your energy is important, and what you want is important. So don't block your own happiness by doing too much. Let's get advice for you, Cancer. So what other advice can you give Cancer regarding this general reading to help them? What do they need to do right now? Well, this blew out. It says, harmony is pure love, for love is complete agreement. So this is talking about love that you have for yourself and being in harmony with that. When you do things with love, you'll always be in harmony with yourself, with your mental, your emotional body. But that has to include you, not just the people around you or your loved ones. You have to be included in that as well. And love yourself as much as you love your family. So there's your readings, and let's get some general advice too. What's the general advice for Cancer? We'll give you 2 cards. General advice for Cancer. What do they need to know that can help them right now, whatever they're dealing with? So we have 12. It says your true tribe can't show up until you do. How can you show more of the real you? Look, and you have the moon. Well, it looks like the moon, yeah. The moon again. And to me, even though these don't look exactly alike, it's to find the real, your true friends, people that you connect with, you have to learn how to be your true self. How can you attract, something that's like you if you're not embodying that? You have to embody that. So let's read more about what this is to give you more insight moving forward. So this is what it says for you. Do you crave a deeper connection? So many of us live for others and make choices based on what others want from us. We put them first because we want so much to be liked and appreciated, but when we do this, we are hiding our true selves. When you hide your light, you can feel depleted, let down, and exhausted. Are you hiding pieces of yourself? Many of us think it is easier to go with the flow of the crowd, but in doing so, we sacrifice our true selves. We fear speaking up and not being liked. We believe it's a risk to show our real selves and not be accepted. But the opposite is true. Your true tribe can't find you until you start showing up as the real you. Use this opportunity to start being more honest and real with yourself. What do you stand for? What do you need from a true friend? First, give yourself these gifts. If you want more appreciation, ask, how can I appreciate myself? From this foundation of self-love, you will grow your connection and attract more like-minded, like-hearted people. There are people out there who are waiting for real, deep, meaningful connections, but they can't find you until you show up as your authentic self. Share all of you more openly with others. It's possible some people may fall away, but this makes room for the more genuine to come into your life. There are people out there. Oh, sorry, I'm repeating that. The most amazing thing happens when you start to show the world the real you. Your emotional and spiritual needs are met, and you also get an honest reflection back. The world finally sees you in all your glory and in turn loves you back. Connecting authentically with others is important for your well-being. It just takes a willingness to step away from the crowd and trust the rhythm of your own heart. It's always worth it because you will finally feel peace, acceptance, and most importantly, joy. The more you give yourself permission to show up and shine your real light, the more authentic all your relationships will be. And one more. This talks about being changed. 11. Changed in the night. You have changed quickly. And we'll read this one too. Let me look this up real quick. So we'll read this part. I think it's important. So, and this is from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. So it says, sometimes we change slowly. A little change here, a small adjustment there, tiny shifts day by day. And over time, we grow into a very different version of ourselves. But at other times, we feel like we have been changed in the night. Our day might suddenly, without any warning at all, be very queer indeed. For Alice, and perhaps for you when you receive this card, there is a sense that so very much has changed in an instant. That the world has quite suddenly been turned upside down, or right side up, and we have not had a moment to grow used to this new reality. The way we now are, or the rules of the world we find ourselves inhabiting. When a time like this comes, we can be in shock, a little numb, and have trouble finding our way back to the center of ourselves. If you feel you may have been changed in the night, that your life has changed quite dramatically, quite suddenly, then take a moment. Remember your values, your feelings, yourself. Look about you. Steady yourself and breathe in deep. You've been rocked, and your sense of self and of reality is going to take a little time to resettle. Continue to reconnect with your core self. Be good to you and take it easy, but steadily. Remember, you are finding out who you truly are. Until this moment, you only knew who you could be when faced with certain predictable circumstances. Now that so much has changed, you will find out so much more about yourself, and in time, this will enrich you so very much. So this talks about sudden, unexpected change, a shock, maybe some unexpected news, or adjusting to a new situation. It's finding out more about who you are, inexperience and uncertainty, and also some of you an identity crisis due to changed circumstances. So this is about circumstances changing around you, or you changing because of these circumstances right now. So be patient with yourself. And that was your general advice.